The Kansas City Chiefs finished the 2024 regular season with a dominant 15-2 record, making the Super Bowl for the fifth time in the last 6 years. However, their championship dreams came crashing down as they ran into an absolute juggernaut in the Philadelphia Eagles, who dismantled them with a decisive 40-22 victory. And let's be honest, the game was never that close. This was a true beatdown, reminiscent of their Super Bowl 55 loss to the Buccaneers. Patrick Mahomes put up respectable stats, 257 yards and 3 touchdowns, but most of that came in garbage time. Now, with their dynasty facing major roster decisions, we have to ask, what's next for the Kansas City Chiefs? Today, we're breaking down their off-season outlook, salary cap management, potential free agents, draft targets, and everything in between. There's a lot to unpack, so let's get started. The Chiefs' success isn't just about Mahomes, Kelce, Chris Jones, or even Andy Reid. One of their biggest strengths has been their ability to draft exceptionally well. Since 2021, no team has consistently found impact players the way Kansas City has. They've landed stars without the benefit of top picks. While teams like the Lions have done an excellent job rebuilding with high draft selections like Penei Sewell, number 7 overall, and Aiden Hutchinson, number 2 overall, the Chiefs have struck gold in the later rounds. Creed Humphrey, pick number 63, 2021. Leo Chenal, pick number 103, 2022. Isaiah Pacheco, pick number 251, 2022. Trent McDuffie, pick number 21, 2022. McDuffie, for example, fell further than expected, but the Chiefs wisely traded up to grab him. Now, just 3 years later, he's a 2-time All-Pro and a key piece of their defense. The ability to draft and develop talent without relying on premium picks has been a huge advantage. In fact, in 2024, the combined salary cap hit for Trent McDuffie, Creed Humphrey, Nick Bolton, Trey Smith, George Karlaftis, Xavier Worthy, and Brian Cook was just $23.2 million, less than what many elite quarterbacks make per year. This is why the Chiefs have been able to maintain a championship-caliber roster while paying Mahomes top dollar. But here's the catch. Nothing lasts forever. These guys will eventually need to be paid, and the Chiefs will have tough decisions ahead. Managing the salary cap and free agency. Some reports have painted the Chiefs' cap situation as a problem, but it's not as bad as it seems. Yes, they're tight on space, but this is the cost of winning. When you have elite players, you have to pay them. One of the biggest assets the Chiefs have is Mahomes' contract structure. While he's set to have a massive $66.3 million cap hit in 2025, the third highest in the NFL, they have flexibility. By restructuring, they can free up $20 to $25 million instantly. Expect Kansas City to take advantage of this to retool the roster. Trey Smith, guard, expect him to get a big payday elsewhere, possibly from a team like the Titans, Bears, or Vikings, all of whom need interior O-line help. Travis Kelce's future. At 35, Kelce looked less dominant, especially in the playoffs. His $20 million cap hit is steep, and retirement isn't out of the question. More players will leave over the next 2 off-seasons, especially as McDuffie and Karlaftis become eligible for extensions. But that doesn't mean the Chiefs' dynasty is over. Far from it. Even with roster turnover, the Chiefs still have an edge in the AFC West. Broncos. Bo Nix had a solid rookie year, but would you bet on him beating Mahomes in the playoffs? Probably not. Chargers. Justin Herbert is talented, but he's 0-2 in the playoffs, including a 4-interception meltdown versus the Texans. Until he proves himself in big games, the Chiefs have the advantage. Raiders. They're rebuilding under Pete Carroll. A division title seems way out of reach for them anytime soon. Bottom line, the Chiefs may not steamroll the division like they have in the past, but they're still the team to beat. NFL draft and free agency targets. Kansas City enters the draft with only 6 picks, but they're in a solid position to address key needs. Their biggest priority? The offensive line. Mahomes took a beating in the Super Bowl, and that can't happen again. Kelvin Banks, OT, Texas, could be a great developmental left tackle to pair with a veteran in free agency. Darius Alexander, DT, Toledo, a high-motor defensive lineman to develop behind Chris Jones. Ronnie Stanley or Cam Robinson, LT, a veteran stopgap solution to protect Mahomes. Interior D-line help. Chris Jones isn't getting younger. Expect them to add depth here. Between restructuring contracts, strategic free agent signings, and another strong draft, the Chiefs can reload without rebuilding. If you're a Chiefs fan panicking after the Super Bowl loss, don't. Yes, they're going to lose players, and yes, the roster will look different in 2025. But Mahomes is only 29 years old, and as long as he's playing at an MVP level, Kansas City will always be in the mix. The goal isn't just to win one Super Bowl, it's to sustain long-term success. That's what makes a dynasty. Brett Veach has pulled it off before, and I fully expect him to do it again. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it helps the channel tremendously. Only about 50% of viewers are subscribed, so let's change that. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe and have a great day. Love you guys.